What is this? HID. Hollywood is Dead 144. Dune 1984 versus Dune 2021. Save. Scroll. There we go. There's our Chiron.
Yeah. Yay.
We got a Chiron and we're live. On the right channel on Adam's channel. We're on the right show on Adam's channel. I still can't believe
no
that.
one will watch it now.
The entire time you were gone, I was fixing that mistake. I told you it was going to be costly because I had to go on the YouTube and edit that.
Shit.
Anyway.
I'm glad you know what you're doing because I would be lost.
Oh, you're lost for the first. This is our 10-year anniversary, Dick. Loitering in Wonderland's 10-year anniversary, which the actual anniversary date is 11/19/13, which is 11/19 would be Sunday, so 2 days from now. 10 years.
Wow.
2013.
Wow. You are $5,000 in debt.
No. I wonder if I've broken even at some point. No.
I have lost $30,000.
It's $20 a month. No, I didn't break even.
No, not at all.
I did get an advertising email this week, though.
Hey.
So, hey.
Do it.
They only want to advertise a Nick Cage cast specifically. And I'm like,
that's fine. We'll do more of those.
Yeah.
That's fine.
January, by the way, is going to be Nick Cage month because that's his birthday month. So.
Oh, my God. Let's do it.
It's Cageuary.
Cageuary brought to you by STEM, the pill you take to get hard, like Cage.
Is it going to be a detox company, do you think?
I don't care what it is. As long as they pay you $2,000 a month.
This episode is brought to you by the IRS, reminding everyone to pay your taxes.
You're fucked.
Don't buy dinosaur bones like Nick Cage. Pay your fucking taxes, people.
I paid my taxes. I made so many dumb movies I didn't understand that I had to pay right away. I thought it was every year.
If the movie doesn't make money, why do I still got to pay on the taxes? I
thought that was a write-off. I thought I could write off.
I thought it was
Firebirds. Yeah. What? Captain Corelli's Mandolin lost $40 million. I thought I could use that for my
tax. If it was a company, that would work. It's a sad thing.
That's the thing. They wrote off fucking Batgirl. $96 billion write-off. Good for them.
Back to the Future will one day make its money back.
That's right.
Fucking liars.
We're still we can't pay you, Michael, for your treatment for your illness because Back to the Future 3 costs a lot of money. We haven't made that money back yet.
Oh,
we can give you $10.
We should probably start the show, right?
Dune.
All right. Well,
so this is your first time watching Dune at all?
No. Hold on.
You have not seen Dune before? 84 Dune?
Dick, I found myself with Dick Dickett 10 years into LIW Studios. Why am I doing this? Why are we reviewing these movies? Why am I still doing podcasts? Is the spice driving me insane? Is the spice the reason I must podcast?
The spice must flow!
It must be the spice. That's the only thing it can be. That's the reason I'm here. Reviewing Dune 1984 versus Dune 2021 on this episode of Hollywood is Dead. Hello, citizens. Welcome to Hollywood is Dead, episode 144, Dune 84 versus Dune 21, Phoenix West.
Dick Dickett.
Hi, Dick. Who's that? Who's that action figure?
This is Sting.
Oh, he's wearing a shirt.
Sting figure, and he's a cat.
He's got a little Speedo.
He comes with a cat in a cage.
Why?
No fucking clue.
Because they briefly show a cat in the movie for a second?
Yes.
What's top secret behind that sticker there?
Something they never sold because they never ever finished the toy line. Because it did not sell well at all because it was a huge failure.
I wonder why.
We'll get to that. I would say it had a lot to do with that over-the-top voiceover that Lynch decided to put in the movie. This is the one movie where voiceover doesn't work.
Was there voiceover?
Well.
I didn't notice.
In Dune 84, there's lots of voiceover.
The voiceover was not affecting me at all.
And to be fair, it is voiceover from the book, so he's not wrong.
It was also added in after the fact. I read
Yes.
all 230 whatever bits of trivia for this movie. No, this is my second time watching this movie. I have not seen this since VHS.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's when I watched like the original David. When I originally went and saw David Lynch movies, was on VHS. Is this really a debate? Dune 84 versus Dune 2021? I don't even. It's not. This isn't a real episode, is it?
Well, somebody did do a comparison to the 3 Dune projects: Dune 84, Dune 2021, and the Dune miniseries.
Oh.
So there was someone, and I'm sure multiple people have done that. But one specific person that did that was a comic book girl who Dana X, whatever her name was, Danica X. I don't know her name, but that's
since we're on Adam's channel. These are Adam's DVD or Blu-ray.
There you go. See, look at that.
I have not watched these, but
and
I will.
And you never will.
I think I'm going to actually.
No, the miniseries is actually not bad. I didn't watch it all, but I've seen pieces of it. It's
Which
good.
one?
It's dated. Both of them. They're dated. I've seen pieces of them.
Or the Children of Dune?
Both. I think it's the same guy who did both of them.
This has medium level sex. I don't know what that means. Is it referring to how much nudity or the positions they're showing or the elevation in which they're having?
You see medium cock. You see a little shaft, and that's it.
This has 1/3 butthole shot. You're gonna know it's there, but you're not really gonna recognize it unless you know what you're looking at.
I just like the fact that each movie has different pronunciations for the same characters. Harkonnen. They're brutal.
I wrote
brutal.
A ton of notes for the 84 version, and most of the notes were, I don't know what's happening or why. I wrote a note with 40 minutes left, Dick. Here's the note. What does the spice do? Didn't know. And then I turn on the remake. Remake. I'm going to call it a remake. It's not really, but the 2021 version of the book. And within 2 seconds, I knew what the spice was for, and I knew everything. And they didn't bog you down with like all the cutting or folding space to go through time. They just eliminate that. Here's what the spice does. All right, here's our movie, and you're like, okay, got it. David Lynch nonsense bogs down the 84 version where I got so lost that I was like, it's like you're swimming in mud. I'm like, I'm never going to get out of this, so fuck it. I'll just accept my fate and drown.
David Lynch says, you're full of bullshit. You're bullshit. I've explained everything in that movie. What are you talking about? I tried my damnedest. Fuck you. You understand it? Go fuck yourself. I'm going to go make Inland Empire. Fuck you.
Here's me trying to figure out the movie.
Ken? No, you're not far off.
Even David Lynch hates this movie. He hates it more than I do.
And he made the fucking thing.
Yeah. He made it he kept saying this is the movie he sold out on. He's like, I sold out. I knew I didn't have final cut and I didn't care. But also I didn't want to make a bad movie, but I can't look at the movie. Like, I understand it.
There's elements that are interesting.
Yeah.
I like some parts of it, but it's a movie you'll never watch more than twice, honestly. I mean, I don't think I could ever sit down and watch this movie from beginning to end ever again.
What version of the movie did you watch?
I do prefer the one with the opening with the prologue. I like the prologue.
Which prologue are we referring to here?
In 84 Dune, where they made him do a prologue that had the not the Princess Aurelian, whatever Virginia Madsen's name is, who's played by Florence Pugh in the new movie. Virginia Madsen's the character. She's the daughter of the Emperor. Shaddam IV, who was Miguel Ferreira in the 84, and Christopher Walken in the new Dune. So that's a mind boggler.
It's Miguel Ferreira's dad.
Yeah, Miguel Ferreira's dad. Jose Ferreira, I'm sorry.
Spice gas.
You know what's funny? I saw this because this is the video I watched. Didn't realize I watched this until right now. She tells this stuff and I just glazed over. So she probably explained the spice and what it is. I just like.
No, she does. She goes, the spice melange for the planet Arrakis has allowed space travel.
Which gives them the ability to fold space.
There you go.
That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving.
You're going to get doxxed for this.
No, I do remember that.
You're
Okay.
going to get demonetized for that.
That's fine. But in the new one, they're like...
Virginia Madison's beautiful face.
Yeah, but they're like, it extends your life as well.
Yes.
I had a lot of questions in both versions, but definitely less in the 2021 version.
Well, the problem with the 2021 version is it's half a movie.
Yeah,
that's why I'm kind of like, it's fine, but I don't consider it a whole movie. It's half a movie. And it's like you could have done Dune 1 in one movie if you really tried. It'd be hard, but you could do it.
I don't mind them doing 2 parts.
You could Dune it.
It makes me less depressed because Adam missed the first one by 3 months because he wouldn't have made it to part 2. It makes me a little less depressed.
I did a show with Adam when the trailer dropped, and we did this talking about Dune and how it would probably be a bomb because nobody fucking cares about Dune. And now I guess there's a whole movement of people saying Dune 2021 sucks because it was boring, and people watching now are saying, "This movie sucks. It's boring. I'm going to see the sequel." It's like everybody's bitching about it because it came out. It was supposed to come out in the pandemic. They pushed it back to October 2021. That's what fucked everything up. And so it got released on HBO Max day and date of theaters. That's how I saw it. Was at home when it popped on. I was like, oh shit, Dune's out. I'll watch Dune tonight. Fuck it. That's great. I'm gonna go to the theater. It's wonderful. And then Dune 84, the first time I ever saw that was on Sci-Fi Channel. They premiered it on Sci-Fi, and that's how I saw it. It was like
1997 version.
It was a 4-hour version. Yeah, it was the one with the. So the one that you saw, you didn't see the illustrated graphics before the movie started.
No,
with the robots, with the robot crusade, and the whole history of Dune, basically.
Was there supposed to be? I watched the one on Max. I don't know.
I don't know which version they have. There's multiple versions that have different intros. And the intro, I think that Lynch hates is both of them because it explains it basically explains the history of the world that you were building. So it actually kind of helps you in watching the movie. Like, oh, that's why this is different.
Yes.
That's interesting.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's like we're Dark City where it's just explaining way too much.
Right.
That's where you get voice or Ridley Scott not liking the
right
or cold fresh like the Harrison Ford intro
Blade Runner.
Understandably, but this was now that I'm looking back on this, I'm like, oh, this is actually nice.
Did you ever watch that Blade Runner 4-hour documentary about the making of Blade Runner?
It was a 4-hour documentary about that.
I love it. It's a great documentary, and it basically goes into detail. It's great. It's actually more interesting than the movie. And Harrison Ford is just like so pissed off and perturbed that he has to contractually do a voiceover because the studio made him do it. And he's reading the lines. He's just like, he's the kind of guy that would call black people N-word. He said shit like that. He goes, what is this? And he's just like, it was written by a different writer. So he's like reading this shit, and he goes, oh, this is bizarre. God damn, this is bizarre. And that's where I get that line from, is Harrison Ford telling whoever was working with him that day, oh, God, this is bizarre. God damn, this is bizarre. And you're talking to a pothead.
Just because we're bereaved doesn't make us sops.
Yes!
That's what I picture when Harrison Ford doing the voiceover for that movie.
Well, you know, I converted when I married Cynthia. Give up, stop being Jewish. 2,000 years of fucking 4,000 years of beautiful history. You're goddamn right, living the fucking past.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Dick, I remember liking Dune more than I did this time when I was a teenager. And I was like, oh, it wasn't bad. Like I gave it a 6, I think, and then I downgraded it when I rewatched it.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm like, no, fuck this movie.
I'd give it a 6. I would say Dune 84 is a 6.
It was so incomprehensible and such gobbledygook with all the voiceover and the
Yeah, he rewrote a lot of it from the novel. He kind of changed a lot of things from the book because I think in the book the reason why they go after them is because they're building an army that's more powerful than the Sadokar, the sauerkraut people, the Sadokar, and they're in the 2021 version. But if you don't know what they are, you probably don't know what they are because they don't really say what they are. They just kind of show them.
Which people?
Exactly. You know that scene in 2021 where it's that weird scene where the thing's going. Those are the soldiers of the Empire, the Sauerkraut or whatever it's called, the Sauerkrauters.
Is that the voice that they're commanding?
Well, it's just some fucking thing that Villanueva came up with or somebody. It's just like, how about they're at a committee meeting and there's the big thing that just goes and you're just like, what the fuck is this? It's alien. Okay, I'm on board. And they're not alien because it's all humans. They're all evolved. Yeah. The spikes makes them evolved humans. So they're not they're all humans. There's no aliens in these movies. It's all based on basically human beings, but they're just evolved into this world.
Well, it's all allegory for oil.
I guess, kind of. It's more of an allegory for Messiah complex. It's about religion is poison and mankind created religion to fuck up the universe, and that's what it's about.
There is the whole thinly veiled allegory for the oil as well, because everyone in the Middle East hoards it,
right?
And that's definitely a part of it. But yeah, the religion stuff I definitely get as well. I was under the impression that Dune was written a long time ago.
The 60s.
Yeah, didn't realize he died. He saw this movie and then died afterward.
Of shame.
Even he was.
I don't think he hated the movie. What the fuck is this? God damn it! You took out the dinner scene. You took out the fucking dinner scene. There's a dinner scene in Dune that's very long and very pointless, but whatever.
There's a whole movie is long and pointless.
You go figure. No, because in the movie Dune 84, they developed the sound weapons, the hi-za. But that's not in the book, and that's not in the 2021 version because that was for 84. Did that? Yeah, that was their secret weapon. Yeah,
I love when they in the beginning when Tom McLaughlin is training, and he fights his dad. I think it's his dad in that scene, and they do the Tron shield thing, and they're like,
no, that's Gurney. That's Gurney Halleck. That's his friend. His father is Duke Leto.
I'm not going to give a shit about characters or who's what. I don't care. It's but it was. I hated the special effect.
Well, that's the problem. The 84 Dune is not pretty. The effects are bad. They're cheap. It was like the best they could do without ILM at the time. Because ILM was like, hey, we got Ghostbusters, we have Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, we got Star Trek. Our fucking docket is pretty busy right now. Why don't you guys build models and go do it yourself? Fuck you.
Said you get this. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's coming up.
With the big 1945 microphone. The guy goes, "Hello, Emperor Shaddam, we are here. We're the engineers of the guild, of the mining guild."
Oh, he fights Patrick Stewart? Okay.
Yeah, he fights Patrick. That's Gurney Halleck in the 84 version. Josh Brolin.
That's all I'll play.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
That's it. Look at that, Henry Dean Stanton. Henry Dean Stanton with his Hindu dot.
Everyone's got a syphilis of the face and the bushiest fucking eyebrows you will ever see. Like
there's a lot of bushy eyebrows. There's a lot of bushy eyebrows in this movie.
So
this is Scorsese's. Everybody became Martin Scorsese in this universe.
A lot less eyebrows. Though. I wish they did more cocaine like Scorsese because their performances would be picked up more. Not just everyone's staring off screen at stuff because they have no idea what's happening. And I'm sure David Lynch is sitting in the chair like, I don't know, fucking stare over there. I'll show something weird. Put some more syphilis on his face. Get some more herpes on his face too.
He's a bad guy. He's have syphilis. Okay, that's how I see it. He's the weirdo and he floats. Let's have him be all syphily. Conan. Though I do. Okay, who do you prefer in the Baron Harkonnen role? Stellan Skarsgård or the
No,
other
I
guy?
don't know. That's
I,
tough.
I think I like the other guy better.
The other guy had a
He
great
has,
line where he goes, "I want to spit on your face."
yeah,
Just a little spittle.
I think he was great because he's such an odd, it's such a
Yeah,
character actor choice, and Stellan Skarsgård is kind of boring.
I'll
He's
agree
just
with you
like
on that one.
my
I
planet,
like the
dude.
Stellan
I love my
Skarsgård stuff.
planet.
And I like the look of the Harkonnens, as they call them.
Harkonnen.
I like the look of them better in the new one because they don't look
Yes.
like disease photos you look at in sex ed class in 4th grade.
They all look like Cenobites. They all look like Cenobites
Yeah,
without
they're
things
not
in their
just
face.
Irish herpes, which they are in the David Lynch ones.
Yes.
Everyone's a ginger with open sores in their face, and the one doctor's like squeezing the guy's face, like, "You're beautiful, sir. Lick your sores."
It's disgusting.
God damn, David.
That's the point. It's disgusting. Yeah,
Come
I get
on,
it. He's an
Lynch.
awful monster. I get it.
Ah,
Touch my festering pustule.
yeah. Make sure you talk about how handsome I am as you explode my face all over yourself.
So Baron Harkonnen in 1984 was essentially Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Except his face looked like his cock.
You know what else I didn't like about the 84 version? I couldn't keep any of the women straight because they all look the exact same.
Well, the Bene Gesserits or just everyone, like
his mom,
Sean Young and his mom look like exactly the same.
Sean Young, I could tell because it's Sean Young. But
right.
I couldn't tell if that was his mom or another lady because the lady that teaches him with the hand in the box thing looked just like his fucking mom.
Right.
And then 3 other ladies looked just like them because they all had the bald head with the cloth over their head. And I'm like, it's his mom. I didn't realize that was his sister that was born. I was so.
Well, look, it's the mom's a Bene Gesserit, so she belongs to that religion. And the thing was, they were supposed to.
I watched the 2021 one.
There you go. Yeah, she was supposed to have a girl because the girls are designed to be sisters of the Bene Gesserit, and they were going to have a boy. They were going to have a genetically. The reason they wanted the Bene Gesserit to have a boy was because they wanted to have a Messiah. They were going to create their own Messiah, but it ended up being Paul Atreides as opposed to the other guy, who in the movie it's Sting. Well, you don't know that in the 84 version, but the 2021 version, Sting's character is that character that they wanted, and he was supposed to marry Florence Pugh and have the child that was going to be the Messiah for the Bene Gesserits.
Is Florence Pugh in the 2021 one?
No, she's not.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't.
That's what I mean. It's half a movie. 2021 is half.
She's in the second half.
She's in the second half. Yeah.
Sting's character is not in the first half.
No, he is in the second movie. Yeah.
I just want to make sure because I'm like there's a similar character, but it's definitely not him. Which is what's his name, the wrestler guy.
Well, Dave Bautista is playing.
Yeah, I know it's a separate character. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That I was like, I wonder if they conflated the 2 characters in the one. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, they didn't. Okay.
No,
I didn't look up anything about part 2 yet because I just finished part 1. You know what movie this makes me want to watch is Life of Brian.
Yeah, that's good connection.
I don't know why. What is there a term? And not that Life of Brian is medieval, but is there a term for space medieval? You know, there's like cyberpunk. Is there a term for
space opera
and medieval at the same? Is that just space opera? But that's not medieval.
It's Krull. Krull's medieval science fiction. That's a fantasy movie and a science fiction.
There's so many of them, and it's an awful thing to mix. 2 things I cannot stand.
It's like putting peanut butter and raisins together.
Peanut butter raisins together is fucking amazing. Ants on a log.
Raisins in anything.
Ants on a log is amazing.
Except for maybe Raisin Bran. That's it. Raisins are awful.
I love raisins.
Fucking.
My favorite cookie is oatmeal raisin.
Ah!
I give no fucks. I don't know if I get more shit for that or pineapple on pizza.
No, you get more shit for pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, but I don't get as much shit in person as I do with raisins. Because at work, like people come around and like, buy my kids cookies, and I'm like, fucking oatmeal raisin, yeah. And they're like, you're you're the only one. Now I got to carry an additional box for you. And I'm like, you fucking asked me, man. I'm giving you the money. What do you want?
How much you give me all the boxes of oatmeal raisin? You fuck, you idiot. Don't you know that there's a cash mine here? Don't you know I'll give you all I have for the oatmeal raisin cookies? I will give all that I have for the oatmeal raisin cookies.
If you heat up the oatmeal raisin cookie, you're not going to get a better cookie.
Do you think Kyle MacLachlan is a better Leto than Timothy Chalamet?
Yes.
Ooh, that's controversial.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't think anybody cares anymore. Like I said, people don't like this movie now.
I think if you were to swap these two actors in the movies that they're in, Kyle MacLachlan would have so much more to work with and so much less stress because half of his dialogue is voiceover, just staring off screen. Right. Everyone, for some reason, you hear everyone's thoughts in the 84 version, like he must be the one. And in the new one, they just replace it with a different language. Do you remember that scene where he puts on the Dune suit? And they're like, how did you know how to put that on? Right. Like, it just felt natural. And then in the 84 version, it's, he will know our ways without really knowing it. And then the new one, it's like, and you read the subtitles.
Yeah. He's talking to himself out loud.
I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place, I know. But what is the deal in the new version with Stellan Skarsgård where he doesn't speak any lines of dialogue? You just read the subtitles and he's silent. What is that?
Well, that's what I meant. He just plays it. He's boring. He's there to be an imposing, just giant, fat, floating fuck, and that's his character.
He's literally
floating with a big moo-moo. He has a giant black moo-moo on.
I don't want to look like a weirdo. I'll just go with a moo-moo.
Fuck up. That's him.
Yeah. No, but you see, you'll see like people talking to him, Stellan Skarsgård, and then it cuts to like the wide shot, and I'll read the subtitles, and I'm like, he didn't say anything. Why am I reading what he's silent? He literally didn't speak. Why is there subtitles? I was so confused.
Right.
I guess he just talks in subtitles, which is an amazing skill, and that is definitely sci-fi.
Right.
But I will say everything with the Baron was way funnier and more exciting with the David Lynch one. The David Lynch Baron stuff is all great. I enjoyed every scene of that.
Yes.
I didn't know it was happening most of the time. But I enjoyed it because it was like really overdone, and his floating was like he's like,
he who controls the spice controls the universe. Pop.
Yes, he says that, and then he goes and floats around the ceiling. It reminded me a lot of Terry Gilliam's Brazil. It's like this weird sets where he would float up, and then you see like the other rooms, and everything looks just as crazy, and he'd float back down and be like, anyway, let me go.
Where was I?
Pull the heart plug on this little twink guy I have over here. Just bleeds him out. What is happening? Why are there heart plugs?
My fingers. I want to play with your nipples and pull your heartstrings.
I read somewhere that this is the most homophobic movie ever made because he's gay.
Homophobic?
Yeah, the guy's gay.
No, well, yeah, he's a monster.
They covered him in sores, and it's supposed to be like everyone thought it was like an AIDS allegory.
Oh, wow. That time?
Yeah.
It's a little early, isn't it?
Yes, but also, come on.
87, right?
Well, you knew what AIDS were, but yes, this movie is in production for years before that. So no, come on. David Lynch worked on this movie for 3 years, 3.5 years, something like that.
He turned down Return of the Jedi to do this.
He also turned down Return of the Jedi because he told Lucas, "That's your thing. I don't want to get involved. That's your thing."
You did already. I don't want to do that shit. I'm out. Fuck you. I'm gonna go do my worm movie.
Do you think Return of the Jedi would be worse or better with David Lynch directing?
Probably would have been the same because Lucas had to direct that movie anyway.
Lynch.
I guess Marquand. Actually, I was reading like behind the scenes. Marquand didn't really direct Jedi. He was kind of a mess. He was kind of a fuck up. No one liked him. I guess Anthony Daniels didn't like him. He didn't really get along with a
Anthony
lot because he
Daniels
wasn't
doesn't like anyone that's not named Anthony Daniels. Let's be honest.
This is true. This is very true. Why does everybody talk about R2? He's a little midget in a suit. He didn't do anything. He's just horrible, horrible. I'm in everything Star Wars related. That's the only job I can get.
This is definitely C-3PO's movie. No, it's not. But I become a god. Okay, in a scene, yes, you do.
I'm a god in my own mind.
Yes, I think that was like feeding his ego even worse in the third movie because he becomes a god of the Ewoks.
Ewoks, yeah. It's not in my programming to represent a deity. But with Dune 84, I will say this though: the one thing that I prefer of Dune 84 is the music. Yeah. I like Toto's orchestrated music compositions in this were awesome. I love the music of Dune 84.
It is solid. It's like a low-key version of John Carpenter's soundtrack. It's not at all synthesizers, but I enjoyed it just as much. Where I'm like,
yeah.
And the Dune one fits better with the movie. The Toto soundtrack fits better with Dune than a lot of John Carpenter soundtracks do, but it just kind of reminded me of it. But
right.
I'm glad you brought it up because I was thinking of Jodorowsky's Dune, which I've never seen that documentary.
It's great.
Have you seen it?
I have it. It's great.
Should I check it out?
Oh yeah.
Because
Jodorowsky out of his fucking mind, and I love him. He's funny, but he goes, I was going to rape Dune. I wanted to rape it, but with love. Because he wanted to adapt it, but adapted his version. And he was talking about like, hey, you take the semen and put it in the water of life and create life with it. And it was the semen would create the new Messiah and all this shit. And he's going off on it. And his son was going to be Paul Atreides. And he was training his son for like 6 months to be Paul Atreides because the movie was in pre-production. And he had his son like train every martial arts you could imagine, like everything, and then they were going to get Orson Welles to be some character, and then they were going to get Mick Jagger to be Fayed, and they were going to get.
I read a little bit about the Orson Welles thing, and it part of the trivia was like they called him, so they call him on the phone, but this time it was David Lynch. It wasn't Orson Welles. It wasn't Jodorowsky, and he goes,
okay.
we want to offer you the. That role, and he goes, said there's a long silence, and he goes, wait, the fat guy? Silence. He hung up.
Pour me some wine. I'll be busy shooting a commercial that day. I'm sorry, and eating 5 steaks.
This was right before he died too, so he was at his biggest.
I need to smoke 7 cigars today, eat 7 steaks, and have 5 baked potatoes loaded. And 4 bottles of wine for my lunch.
It's one of the few times I would like to exist in an alternate reality or like visit alternate dimensions to see Jodorowsky's Dune because Salvador Dali.
It would never have happened. It would have never have happened.
But like, there's got to be one reality out of the trillions that it happened in.
Because the budget would have been $200 million then. Like
there's got to be one where Jodorowsky owned a studio.
$600 million movie. No way. There's no way that movie was ever going to happen. He wrote there is a book that exists where it's the storyboards for the entire movie. Because he storyboarded the whole movie. And I guess it's like a $10,000 book you can buy. Because I think Refn's got one. The guy that did Drive, Nicholas Winding Refn, because he's in the documentary. And he talks about he's shown me the movie. Yeah, Winding Refn. He says, he's shown me the movie. I've seen the movie. Because Jodorowsky showed it to me and talked about the whole thing. And he goes, it would have been the most amazing thing you could ever imagine seeing on screen, but it's impossible. There's no way it was ever going to happen. It would have been too big.
Especially because
he was like doing shit
half a decade before this movie came out.
Well, and the effects weren't there. Like he wanted the beginning of the movie. He wanted to zoom through the universe and bypass all these spaceships in war, and then like spaceships doing this, and then spaceships doing that, like bypassing all these different things happening in the first 5 minutes. Like they couldn't do that then. There's no fucking way. They can't even do that now. They haven't done that yet. What he wanted to do. It's never been done.
Could have. It would have been models and been very
expensive. No.
not the way he.
No, this is beyond. This is beyond anything. I mean, this is like crazy town.
Well,
he was trying
think
to do.
if they would have let him do it,
insanity.
maybe he would have evolved film so much faster.
No,
Special effects and stuff. Who knows?
because then it would have made no money.
I'm definitely
no one would
on
have
your
seen
side
it.
where it's
It would
more ambition than it is
a
a
disaster
reality.
like Dune '84. Yeah, it would have been ridiculous.
Well, I guess
But
let
I
me
guess
be
that
honest.
the way
I want to hear that Pink Floyd soundtrack to his movie. That's more what I want to hear, and how bad that would be.
okay. Bad.
I don't
as
think it would
good
be
or
good.
bad as terrible.
No,
you think it would be
terrible.
good?
I think because Pink Floyd, they did a couple soundtracks.
Yeah.
I don't think those would be good. Like, because the soundtracks they did do, I don't think are good. But this is also Pink Floyd at their height. This isn't like early Pink Floyd when they did their soundtracks. They did one for More. They did, I forget what the other one's called, but this would have been like post all their big. This was Jodorowsky's Dune was like right before The Wall came out, I think, in '79. What was he trying to? 77, right, or something like that.
Something like that.
Or was it 79 when he's trying to do it? But
I don't remember.
What a waste of that band's height if they would have done this soundtrack. Tom Petty did one soundtrack. It was for what the fuck was that Ed Burns movie, and it sucks. I love Tom Petty, but that album's not very good. She's the One. She's the One.
Oh, really?
He
did that? I did not know that.
No, is She's the One? Or fuck, hold on.
Ash Wednesday.
Tom Petty. It is She's the One.
She's the one. She's the baker's daughter.
It was a movie, 1996 movie. Edward Burns directed and wrote it and produced it, and starred in it.
Wow.
Jennifer
Holy
Aniston,
shit.
Cameron Diaz, John Mahoney. Yeah, it's just a nothing movie, and Tom Petty of all people made the soundtrack. That's what I feel like. You listen to the album and you're like, you could tell he barely had any control of what he was doing. So it's like, what's the fucking point of hiring?
Right.
At least Toto in the 84 version, you could tell that was Toto. They just
they did a job. I said
it wouldn't stop them. He's not going to tell them what to do. David Lynch is an artist like they are.
It's the best part of the movie is this music.
Yes.
I think. It's really the best part of the movie.
And I will say the visuals in the 84 version are pretty solid too. The problem with me was the obvious condensing of the script and dialogue and all that, where it was, we have to do voiceover for this thing to make any fucking sense, which is always a bad sign.
Yeah.
It needed to be a 4 hour, it needed to be 2 parts, which is, I don't mind that the 2021 version is 2 parts because it's so much going on, so many characters that you have to extend this thing.
Right.
It did.
And then you watched
so many questions.
Dune 2021. Are you still on Dune 84? Or Dune 21? What did you have any issues with Dune 21 in any regard? Do you think it was a little over the top in
yes,
in some ways? Well, the one thing that I took away from the Dune 2021 movie was I just felt like, they're saying how visually amazing it was. It was just big sets with nothing in them. And so it's just like, okay, yeah, you have cavernous sets. So congratulations. Like that's nothing to me. Okay, great. Yeah, okay.
No, I think 84 looks better than 2021.
Wow.
I really do.
Because the sets were somewhat more interesting.
And and just the desert sets looked more interesting than this version, which was, it just looked like a desert on Earth.
A desert?
It just looked like dunes, literal dunes, and like the place where the what are they called?
The Fremen.
Fremen. Where they're hiding is just it's just a big fucking rock in the desert.
Yeah.
You climb down a little rock and you're there. In the David Lynch version, it was way more interesting.
Right. Yeah.
I'll get some comments here. Now White's back. New Dune needed an intro, the Spacing Guild Emperor, and the Space Fold scene. See, that's what I was talking about. Is they completely skipped the Space Fold scene, and I kind of wanted them to do that because it would have been way more interesting than the David Lynch version, which was, here's a weird alien that shows up and it's like, and then some lady's like, we fold space, traveling without moving.
Hello, Emperor. We are falling in space now with our big worm. Don't look directly at his eyes. He is very, very self-conscious about it.
Yeah, it was just like,
Sorry.
oh, okay. And then, so I would have liked that in this new version because it would have made more sense of it for me.
So you did not see the version with the intro where they do talk about the
I did.
Spacing Guild.
No, I spaced the fuck out during the opening. When it's not even my fault because when some lady comes on screen, I didn't know it was Virginia Madsen till later. When she comes on screen, is like, by the way, here's the plot of our movie without saying too much, and I'm like,
I'm here because no one gets this shit.
The audience, so I tune the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
I completely forgot about that till you brought it up. Alien guy acid trip. Yeah. During that hallway scene in the beginning here, which is it's this part. All these fucking weirdos, all these bald dudes.
Oh yeah,
sitting around.
Here it is. Yeah. I see Judas Priest got here. It's a way more interesting set and a way more.
That's what I'm saying.
Way
visually,
more interesting,
better looking movie
than 2021.
It's just
the
story and script is incomprehensible.
Well, because I think with this one they're going theatrical, operatic, and 2021 was going realistic because everything.
Oh, here's a sexual image.
Yeah, I would agree. I prefer
nose
the
or vagina. What are we looking at here?
I would say that's a vagina nose.
I would rather watch a 10-minute scene.
Powdered sugar.
Sorry, a 10-minute scene where they're explaining it and then just describing with good dialogue. Then
we fold the space. It's the spice of life. Here's our movie. Please understand.
We couldn't afford that special effect.
Yes.
We couldn't afford to show it because we had to pay. We had to pay a fucking Jason Momoa $5 million to be Duncan Idaho. Sorry, we couldn't afford that special effect.
Hey, they make their most money off Jason Momoa though. He's going for it in every scene. He's like, he's just like this. He's like what's it called? Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. And he just shows up.
Oh, shut up, bitch. So would you be surprised if I told you that character, Jason Momoa, is in all of the books? And the books take place over a 10,000 year period.
No, I didn't realize the books took place over that long of a period, but I think
they do. I'm pretty sure
books because like I said, I read a lot of trivia about this first movie, zero about the remake. Like literally,
because he comes back. He's in the second book. He's basically a clone. Well, yeah, 2021 only had a $100 million budget. Yeah, granted. I think, they had less in comparative with the dollars they spent with inflation, 84 Dune versus Dune 2021. I went with the budget breakdown is.
The original was
David
40,
Lynch got. I got that's a lot for 1984.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, but also everything's so much cheaper to do now. They could have. It's not even like the outside sets in the remake. It's the inside sets where they could just do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
Just throw up some green screens. And what they chose to throw up there on the green screens was just kind of boring. But definitely, I'm not saying the movie's not good. It's definitely a way better movie than the 84 version.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is.
This is just our nitpicking of the two movies, which is the parts of the David Lynch movie that are better are the visuals and some of the characters. Because in the new one, it's like, why do I keep blanking on that guy's name? Drax.
David Bautista.
Doesn't really do much. Dave Bautista does like 3 things. He has like 4 lines of dialogue. He better be in the sequel and doing fucking everything because he does nothing in this first movie.
He screams a lot in this one.
He does. He has a great scream though. That one.
He does.
I could pull up clips from the new one.
I did like the spider scene in 2021.
Yeah.
Where Bene Gesserit is talking to Harkonnen and the spider, she goes, "I get that thing out of my sight," and it crawls away.
apparently,
She's like, it doesn't recognize our feelings.
So, okay, here's a little inside tidbit for that. Supposedly, that's the Doctor's wife. That spider thing. Because the
are you telling me that motherfucker's fucking a spider?
No, he turned the wife into that creature. He basically like redesigned her, and it was disgusting. He made her a monster.
What you're saying. It doesn't negate the fact that he might still be fucking that spider.
Oh, he definitely fucking the spider thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So yes,
but he's more into boys. He's more into boy spiders.
Here's what we're talking about when I say the new movie looks so bland. This is what they chose to shoot this on. It's clearly green
exactly.
Screen.
Yes, exactly. It's
look at this.
Yeah, it's just big sets. It's like
it looks
it's
like
just
they
big
just
cavernous sets.
It's just blah. It's just gray nonsense.
Yeah.
I didn't like look for this scene. I just fast forwarded and stopped, and this is the scene it landed on.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it was kind of like I wasn't impressed with it. With
it reminds
the design.
me of the prequels and these wide shots. Look at this. It looks terrible.
Yeah. That's the new one.
Fucking yes. There's nothing here.
That's where they put the spice.
It's just these silos that we got to fill one of these every 3 hours, or what the hell they say. And it's just everything's so fucking empty and just gray and brown and I don't know.
Earth tones, people, earth tones, beiges and browns.
Why am I hearing a noise like someone just joined the chat?
I don't know. Did somebody join the chat? Is it Adam? He's trying
to
say
shit.
I liked Dune 84 more than Dune 2021. I saw both of them.
Well, but I saw both of them, Adam, because we were talking about it before the movie ever came out. Remember, we were going to.
That'd be nice because he could tell us about these two things he left me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he watched them more than once.
They're both only 3 episodes. I could definitely do that. This one's in German.
3 episodes.
See that?
Das Woodenplanet. Dune, der first Planet.
It's got William Hurt.
Hurt.
Alec Newman, whoever the fuck that is, some porn lady named Saskia Reeves. This one's just got James McAvoy and Susan Sarandon. And this looks more like a porno than anything.
Exactly.
It looks like some of the other Blu-rays I got from Adam's collection, which are like Lesbian Vampire Sisters 4. Like
I should have asked for that one.
No, I gave him
I should have at least asked for.
Frank called them all first thing. He didn't get a chance.
He got them all. Damn it!
Triple X Files, Star Trek Triple X parody.
Exactly. No, I'm glad you're not like against like what we're saying, because I like the new movie more, but it's so ugly for large sections of the movie, and it's like they're waiting to spend all the money on the action sequence that they don't care about the rest.
Well, that's why movies are so shitty now, because people think
I'm not going to watch a movie in a cinema anymore. I don't watch it on my phone. I'm going to watch it on a tablet. I'm not going to watch it on a television screen.
So that's why all the colors are the same, because just they render it. Marvel movies all look the same. Netflix movies all look the same. Have you seen? I guess there's a thing online where they take all the color out of Netflix movies and they actually look more interesting. They desaturate them, and they don't follow the pattern of a Netflix film, because they all have a visual style that's very similar. They all look exactly the same, and it's just like, ugh.
Speaking of watching movies on your phone,
David Lynch.
The movie on a telephone, you will never in a trillion years experience the film. You'll think you have experienced it, but you'll be cheated. It's such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
Yeah.
Goddamn right, David Lynch.
Oh my god, I love
Absolutely, 100% correct.
I've been waiting this whole episode to do that, and you brought it up.
You fuckers.
Except the fact that the Unreal. You're right, but the new Unreal Engine, what is it, like 5 or 6, whatever it is, looks fucking incredible. Some video games look better than Dune.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it keeps
also
evolving.
Spending a lot more money, but still,
it's evolving to a rate that's insane. It's just like you compare movies like fucking when Lord of the Rings had massive And now look where we're at with this Unreal Engine shit. It's nuts. It's just we've gone this far in 20 years. It's insane. You can do anything, but that's the problem. You can do anything, but everybody chooses to do the same fucking thing. And it's boring.
Yes.
Nobody has imagination because
we can do whatever we want here. Let's show a gray ass room that they're all hanging out in.
I want a giant arch with 2 pods in the background.
It wouldn't have cost them any more money to add in a couple little flare elements or change the lighting. Like that wouldn't cost more money.
Yes. Can I get one goddamn gold curtain in the background? At least one?
Something.
Jesus.
I want this scene to really just go bleh, all over the audience. Like really just hit them with blandness. I want them to choke on the blandness here. I got just the thing, man. Gray everywhere. Like really drab, like they're living in a chamber.
Gray walls everywhere. I want this to be a medieval castle without any tapestry.
Yes, they're essentially a space prison on a space planet. Because when I think, adventurous space epic on a crazy planet with all these worm creatures, I think gray cement walls in a basement somewhere with dust blown by.
I want realism
to look at.
I want realism, goddammit, in my space movie about the future.
20,000 years in the future movie. I want it to look like I want it to look like Phoenix, Arizona.
That's what I want.
It's Phoenix, Arizona, but you're in solitary confinement. That's what it looks like. Yeah. That scene. So fucking ugly. It feels like it's supposed to drive you insane.
Danny, can I put at least a potted plant in the background? No, it's a desert. Fuck you. No plants.
And how much better was that scene where the doctor gives what's his character name? The dad?
Duke Leto.
He gives him that poison tooth. That scene in specific is better in the David Lynch version than the new one.
Well, that's the problem with the new one. They don't really explain that at all. They just sort of like it's basically you don't know what's going on. If you never saw the movie or read the book, the doctor character, he's barely in the movie, and you're like, who's this guy? He betrays the family. I don't know who he is.
Yeah,
like,
he betrays them.
The family. Okay.
He betrays them and then leaves vague notes all the fuck over the place. He gives one to Paul that's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get off planet. And then he's like, hey, bite this poison tooth. You're going to kill that guy. Yeah. And then obviously he's going to get betrayed because he goes and talks to that one guy, to Stellan Skarsgård's character. And he's like, you're going to release my wife from the torturing that you're doing. And he's like, yes, you join her. And stabs him. So boring. That scene is so boring. Yeah. And then Oscar Isaac's like, it's randomly. Yeah. In the David Lynch version, it's like very dramatic. Yeah. What is that character's name? I'm sorry. The fat dude that flies.
Baron Harkonnen.
Baron. In the original version, in the David Lynch one, the Baron like starts to come over and then he goes away and then the other guy comes up and he gets in his face and he bites and kills just that one guy.
Right, yeah.
And then the new one, it's like fills the room and the Baron only lives because he flies up and you can barely tell he's up there because everything's so fucking gray. Yeah. It was comedic. My wife walked in, saw that scene and started laughing because he's like up in the ceiling.
You know what the Baron looked like in that scene? Living the daylights.
Oh my god, it looked like
it looked like Yaphet Kotto blown up. Let's play that.
All right, let me find it. Kotto blow up.
Wait, HBO Max fucked up. WB fucked up in the pandemic because they did the releasing of the movies on HBO Max and theaters. And what happened was they had to pay all the bonuses to all of the actors because they sued Warner Brothers saying like, hey, where's my bonus? Because it didn't go to theaters. It can't make as much money as it could if it wasn't released. So Warner Brothers gave failed movies like Wonder Woman. Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot got $10 million a piece in their bonuses, even though the movie didn't perform at all. So that's $20 million they had to pay out on top of losing $50 million on that movie. That's nuts.
And the same thing kind of happened to Nolan. They had to pay him out.
Yeah, Nolan was very pissed. So much that he left.
Tenet. And he ain't coming back. They're trying to bring him back. It's not happening. Nolan's like, fuck you, I don't need you. And he doesn't. He made $1 billion off of fucking Oppenheimer, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Oppenheimer in the movie should have made no money. He made a ton of fucking money.
He made almost $1 billion with Oppenheimer.
That's fucking nuts. It's all because of Florence Pugh's nipples. That was $100 million per nipple right there.
This is the Living Daylights. No, this isn't Living Daylights. This is which one?
It's just
I can't remember. But anyway,
God damn
Live and
it.
Let Die. Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die. That's right. Yeah.
And then Yaphet Kotto. This is how they kill him. We show this a lot. It's amazing.
This is embarrassing.
I had no idea this was real.
Yaphet Kotto did not deserve
You
this.
thought I was making this up.
There goes Baron Harkonnen. Yeah, that was it.
Pretty much. And my wife laughed just as hard as we do when we see that.
It is so humiliating. That's a fucking movie.
One of the best actors.
It's Yaphet
Kotto
being turned into a big black balloon and
he goes dark, like he goes 50 shades darker to fly
bad
and blow up.
Oh my God.
It's sad.
Hey. Yeah.
I noticed
Rest in power, Yaphet Kotto.
a couple things I want to bring up. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to rephrase this for the third time.
Please.
I don't remember Josh Brolin dying. Did he not die? Now he's going to be in part 2?
Yeah, he's not dead. He's alive.
Okay. He's
like Patrick Stewart's character in the first Dune. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't keep track of the
character
names because, like you said, they're all mispronounced.
Yeah, that's fine. But he disappears midway through the movie, so yeah, it's kind of hard to oh yeah.
You know,
he's in the trailer. He comes back.
Notice? Okay.
No, he's alive. He's still fighting the fight.
I figured as much because I didn't see him die, but I was paying attention to this, during the movie. So, my other question was, why is Javier Bardem only in like 2 scenes?
Well, he'll be in the next movie.
This movie needed way more Javier Bardem.
He's going to be in the next one a lot more because he marries Lady Jessica. He becomes her husband.
Noel brought up something I was going to bring up earlier when you were asking what I didn't like about the new version. It was the visions. There was way too many, and it felt like they're going like, he gets visions. Do you get it? Here's more visions. And I'm yeah, I got it. He sees this bitch. And every time they show Spider-Man girl, it looks like a goddamn perfume commercial. She's like doing this. Well, the fan slowly blows her hair around. Her eyes are blue. And it's like, like she's gonna speak French and sell.
So you need to say her name like you said Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito.
You need to say Zendaya.
I had to think of her name. I couldn't do it.
Zendaya.
Zendaya,
what's going on over here?
Zendaya.
Why are you named Zendaya? Are you a quesadilla?
Yeah, I just didn't like any of that stuff. Her character's pointless because all you do is get introduced to her in the last few minutes, and then she's just there for part 2 to be important, to be a wormhole for Paul for later.
And she basically is, because she is basically there to die.
I guess in the book, which I was reading for the trivia for the first one, he's with her and some other lady, and then the other lady kills Zendaya's character after she gives birth, and then that lady has to raise the kids. And I'm like, that sounds exciting. Where's that?
I can't remember. I think
yeah, I don't remember.
It sounds way more exciting than what I watched in the first movie.
Well, you'll probably get to that later because he wants to do the sequel. He does want to do it's not Children of Dune. I can't remember Dune Messiah or Children of Dune. I can't remember what the second book's called.
It's called Dunes. They're doing the aliens thing.
Dune 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Dune X2.
Dune 2 Dune. I don't know.
What's a horrible sequel title for Dune? That would be an embarrassment.
Spice World, like the Spice Girls.
with they come back. Yeah. With a bit of Gesserits, girl power. Hello.
Tell me how you spice. Really.
No. I can evolve in a second with his spice stuff.
Where's Hugh Grant?
Oh, Victoria Beckham. I haven't eaten a grain of sugar in 42 years.
I don't let my husband talk because he's a fucking idiot. You ever watch interviews with them too? She does not let him talk because he's so dumb.
I'd like to talk about her boobies.
David Beckham's like, and she's like, anyway, what's?
I think she's hot.
Yeah, he's just a dumb jock, and she's like, we got an image.
I got spice for life.
She's smart. Her eyes on the prize, and she doesn't let him talk. They'll just ruin it. People
I'll
think
have
you're
it.
hot. Shut up.
Don't speak anymore. Pull your balls out. Show me your balls.
Show me your abs and move on.
Shut up. Shut up, David. Shut up. Anyway, my new spice line is coming out.
Yeah, the visions did bother me. I agree.
Yeah, I just
it was way too much. And like, I get it. You know, they had one where toward the end where it was like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, this is a new. Oh, we're still in the visions. We're still watching the like. God damn, come on!" You just kept going back to it.
Zendaya.
Look
Every time I see Zendaya, I'm like, she looks so fucking stoned. The girl just has perpetual stone face, like, especially when you see her in her introductory scene in the Spider-Man movie. They show her and she's like,
"What are you talking about? Peter? I'm not Mary. I'm not Mary Jane.
What's going on?
Oh, I am Mary Jane. Get it?
No, she's Mary Jane though. I'm just hanging out
dank.
with Mary Jane.
This is so dank.
This looks dank. So stoned. Like, huh?
I work at a donut store. Isn't that fucking appropriate? I work at a donut store. I get so high. I eat the maple bars with bacon on top. Oh fuck, that's good stuff. I'm Zendaya. I did Euphoria, that show about underage people fucking on HBO, produced by Drake and The Weeknd, who are both fucking pedophiles.
Didn't know that.
Yep, that's the story. They're fucking pedos. They're on par with R. Kelly. They'll have their day one day to lock them out. That's why that fucking show with Johnny Depp's daughter, who got naked in every episode, didn't make it.
She gets naked all the fucking time in that Wolf movie.
What Wolf movie?
There's a movie where she plays like a girl who's in an asylum for people who think they're wolves. It's called like Wolf, I think. But then out of nowhere, she just shows up and is like, "You're a wolf, huh? Here's my titties."
Does she have a wolf? Does she have a wolf bush?
I'm like, what is happening?
Is her bush so hairy like a wolf? Like it's like.
Oh, then it cuts to her in a bathtub, and one of the people
who
works at that insane asylum is like washing her, and she's just like,
"What is this
for
movie
like
called?"
5 minutes. I'm like,
Wolf.
Oh goddamn!
Not to be confused with the Jack Nicholson Wolf.
It's on the hard drive.
Oh fuck! I know what I'm doing tonight.
Emphasis on hard. Yeah, it's not
Show
good.
me your wolf.
I like that one guy who's in there. I forget his name. British looking dude. Anyway,
that's great. Thank you. That'll help.
I am looking forward to part 2. I think it'll be better, but I think I was laughing at the original because the parts that we're going to see in part 2 were in the original, the 84 version, which is Kyle MacLachlan Worm Rider, where he literally and then hops on a fucking worm and rides it.
It'll look better in this version.
Yeah,
it'll look better than the
that
new
part
one.
was.
I've already
hilarious.
seen it. It's in the trailer. We've seen it. They've already shown it.
I saw the trailer in the theater when I saw Butcher's Crossing.
There's like 3 trailers that came out, but then of course they pushed the fucking movie back, so they're going to release another trailer probably with more scenes. But I like how they show Christopher Walken looking old as.
Oh, I didn't see him. The trailer I saw, he was.
He's in one of the. He's in the one with Florence Pugh. They're in it because it's his daughter. Paul Atreides is still alive.
So there's that.
I can't wait for that scene where he fights Sting, and how they do that in this one.
I will get him. Yeah,
they essentially had the same scene in the new version, the 2020, because he fights that dude, and Zendaya's like in her usual stone self. She couldn't give a fuck less. She's like, "You're gonna fight that guy. He's a pretty good warrior."
It's my dad.
Anyway, here's a knife. Go fight him.
He's a Keith or Keith or herself.
Spaces out.
You gonna take a hit? You gonna take a hit of this?
Like, I don't mind her, but she seems so bored by everything that's happening around her all the time.
Well,
it's the Aubrey Plaza effect. She's
right. Yeah,
I'm not interested in being where I am, wherever I am.
Whatever. Go away. Just give me my paychecks and go home. I'm bored.
No, that's like negative thoughts. I don't think she even has those thoughts. Just, oh yeah, I'm doing this scene.
Wow.
I don't much care about it.
That's great.
I don't think I'm too good for this. I just
I'm on another planet. That's so crazy. I'm on another planet. Now we're shooting in the Mojave Desert. Cool.
Anyway, go fight that guy.
Oh man, good
I
luck.
have no idea what's happening.
That's cool, man. Aren't you Willy Wonka? Are you Willy Wonka?
Here's a question I was asking myself the entire movie, Dick, and this is kind of the ultimate test. Do you think Adam would like the 2021 version?
I think so.
I do too.
I think he would like it a lot. I think he would have been excited for the second one more because they had to push it back again. So it's like another fucking year of waiting.
You can make another year's worth of videos teasing it.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm sure he would have been all over this movie, making the shorts and stuff over it.
I didn't think I'd ever watch the new version, and the only reason I am is because we had a 10-year anniversary showing up, and let's do it for Adam. Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
But now that I watched it, I did give it a 7. I enjoyed the remake.
Yeah,
thought it was pretty.
It's about right. Yeah.
Not amazing. Yeah. There are the things I bitched about, which was mostly visual.
Yeah.
Which you don't expect in a movie from 2021 to look that bland, or you shouldn't. You do expect, but you shouldn't have to expect that in a new movie to look that bland.
Yeah.
Compared to the old movie where they didn't have the CG, and that movie looks incredible, like visually. It's imaginative, and the problem with that movie is I fucking couldn't follow anything.
Right, yeah.
So bored in the first one. I fell asleep so many times.
Wow. It's not hard to do.
Like 40 minutes in, I'm like, I woke up, my wife turned the TV off, and I was like, oh, thank you. You saved me.
Put on basketball. I gotta wake up, put a basketball game on.
Fucking turn on the knitting channel. I'll probably stay awake longer. The crochet channel, 24/7 crochet championships.
I'll tell you what, though.
Oh.
There's one thing I can say about this movie.
You're gonna play a clip here. I could tell. The only time you lean forward and look at the screen.
I gotta see if that clip's on here, though.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, fuck, I gotta look for it. I don't know where it is.
Hey, Keeper, you a pirate, man.
That would explain everything. Come on.
No, that wasn't what I wanted.
I just wanted to play that.
Oh, good. I thought I did that accidentally. Where is that clip?
I agree. I wanted to. We definitely expected to be on Adam's show talking about that movie, or at least like one of the follow-up shows where he's still bitching about the little nitpicky stuff about it, but overall enjoyed it, because he definitely had his nitpicky things with movies.
Oh God, yes.
But unfortunately, we got derailed. All the shows we have with Adam, because I was doing the Orville review with him, and that's done. Not going back to that, which sucks because I hate not finishing things, but kind of have to with that. I really do think he would have enjoyed it. I don't know his opinions on the David Lynch one, really. We brought it up a couple times, but I would love to get into like an in-depth review of it, like we're doing right now with Adam, and just see what he thought about it, and definitely hear about these two projects, which I want to know about.
He knew those.
What is it about?
Yeah.
Dune. This thing looks cheap. Look at that worm.
Well, they had a smaller budget for a TV series, a mini series for that matter.
And I guess they're related because the guy that plays Paul is the same in both.
Yeah, I think it's the same director.
Very well could be. This one's in German. I don't know.
Well, his name won't be in German.
I'm 11. It literally starts off, I'm 11. And then it goes German from there. No idea.
I am 11, number 4. 9. Well, all I got to say about...
are you finally ready to play that clip you've been looking for?
I got to say about Adam, he's I always think of him as...
Homer, I don't use the word hero very often, but you are the greatest hero in American history.
Woohoo! I don't know why I love that so much, but it's so fucking funny. It's over him suing for all you can eat.
Oh, yeah.
With Lionel Hutz.
Clearly.
But yeah, I'd say we should probably wrap this up because it's getting an hour. And
yeah, we're good.
I can say, Adam, this was for you. Miss you, buddy. And we had our time. And Hopefully, you're watching Dune Part 2 right now.
Yeah, he hopefully he's making Dune Part 2. Maybe that's his fantasy.
Right.
Because I fucked up on the last episode that I accidentally put on Adam's channel, which I didn't expect to. I tried to go over to his channel and apologize, but I couldn't get that far because I kept seeing pictures of our faces next to each other. I'm like, I still can't do it. And then I had to leave his channel. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, it's been 2 years now.
Yeah.
Still can't do it, man. I don't know.
I can watch the shows. I rewatch them, so I've seen them here and there. They're fun.
There's too many things left that we need to get to, and maybe getting this out of the way will help a little bit with the. I don't know. Never had this reaction before, so it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
But like going to his site, like made me so sad that I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Like I can't be on this page. But I am glad we did this movie finally because we've been talking about this since he died.
Yeah.
We need to do Dune. I just kind of got pushed back for multiple reasons. But I'm glad I watched it. It was a good movie. I give David Lynch's a 5. I give this one a 7, the new one.
All right.
How do you say that guy, the director's name? Dennis? Like
Villanueva or Villanueva? Denis Villanueva? I don't know.
Denis Villanueva.
Hello, Denny. Hello, I'm Denny. What's going on over here?
Lynch.
Denny, what's going on over here?
The David Lynch.
You're full of shit, Denny. I can watch your fucking movie on a phone, asshole.
I'm mad that we never went to Bob's Big Boy in Burbank to see David Lynch in person. We knew he was there.
I saw him with his cow. I remember that when he was in front of Tower Records. I saw that. So that was, I guess I can go down saying that.
Was I there?
No, I think it was 2006. That was later.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that, but
yeah, that's when Inland Empire came out. He was in front of Tower Records with a cow.
I have very mixed feelings on David Lynch, mostly negative, I would say.
I like him. The more I learn about him, the more I like him.
I like him as a person.
Yeah, his movies are.
It's Rob Zombie. Love him as a person.
Yeah,
like, he makes me laugh so much, but fuck their art. I don't care about their art at all.
Yeah.
It's just awful. But let's get out of here, Dick. Oh, we need the pick for next week. Do you want to pick?
Was it your turn?
No, it's your turn because I picked last week's Mystery Men.
Oh shit, that's right. I was actually I had a movie in mind. Fuck, I just lost it. I was thinking because you were telling me about a movie that you want. Oh, that's gonna bug me.
You know what? We'll announce it later.
I don't
want to put you on the spot when we can come up with a movie you actually want to watch. So check out liwstudios.com. Check out Hollywood is Dead on your favorite podcast feed. Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Scrooge is on 4K. Maybe we'll do that for December.
Yes, December.
Not yet on this show. We do a weekly show. So yeah, Scrooge is fucking incredible. That is on my list. Damn, Scrooge sounds good, but we'll put that. Maybe that'll be our Christmas episode.
I'm gonna rip your goddamn wings off.
we did an episode last year where it was our top Christmas movies and Scrooge.
We did. Scrooge was on there. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, great movie.
Are you him? Are you him? Are you he?
Carol Kane in that movie is so fucking frustrating and funny at the same time. It's like the weirdest feeling.
She really is.
Like, oh, shut up! But she's also making me laugh.
Don't you remember she was wearing all black for that period of time? Oh, I thought it was a fashion statement. I didn't know her husband died. And Karen Allen. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, we'll have a Christmas era. Well, then again, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and was a Christmas movie. We just saw that one.
Yeah,
we just did that. That counts as it's Shane Black. Everything's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Cat.
So long, citizens. So long, Adam.
The spice must flow.
The spice must flow. Adam, this is for you.
I don't see why Rainier Wolfcastle should be the star. I think we should bring back Dirk Richter. Kids will want to see the original Radioactive Man.
I keep telling you, he's 73 years old and he's dead.
granted, but...
Besides, we want to stay as far away from...
The closest I could think to Adam dying.
I guess, sure. Well, no, this is the one that I think of Adam.
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
Definitely Adam clip for Twilight Zone. But let's get out of here with the actual outro.
Yes.
Wow.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.